And here we are for another Saturday morning. G'day, Todd.
Morning.
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 Wait for everybody to get in here. When you get in, just say hello. Pop your name on the list so we know who we're talking to. Ah,
Another day in paradise.
there it is. Another day. Another day in the weird place called Bangkok City, Thailand. But yeah. The cultural epicenter of Asia, but nobody gets any news about it, which is weird. There is a cultural event on last night and tonight. It's an art exhibit across 57, 58 locations around Bangkok. We got to participate in a little bit of it. Malcolm K, g'day. Jack Dorrigan, Mark in Thailand, g'day. Good to have you along. But we had a great night last night. Very, very little alcohol. A few little extra aperitifs along the side. G'day, David. How you doing? Yeah, so to wait for everybody sort of rock up, as they usually do. They take 10 minutes to get here, I think, depending on the weird time zones. But yeah, we spent the night last night in Patpong. I got a bit of a video. I got to put that together and get that out hopefully tomorrow. So, what's everybody else doing? What's the go in Thailand with everybody else?
Marky Mark should still be around, I think.
Marky Mark's still around? I guess he is.
Oh,
yeah, haven't heard him.
He arrived not that long ago.
Hmm.
But you got to go back, I think, Marky, don't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he gets 4 weeks here and then 3 months on the oil rig or something like that.
He's an international FIFO.
Yes. Anyway, so people are rocking up. That's the main thing. We've got a whole bunch of we've got a few news articles to cover. A little bit about this art exhibit that nobody knows about, which took me like 15 minutes of Google searching to actually find some information about it. We actually went to the event. Like, seriously. Robert Rose just had a swim before it gets too hot. Yes. Ralph Lewis, hello Warren and everyone. Counting the hours. Touchdown Bangkok, midnight Monday. Good. How long you over for, Ralph? Yep, still here, but back to the Australia office tomorrow. Oh, so he's flying out tomorrow. Yeah. I've been in the house alone with the cat for the last 3 days, and Chanya's still up in Sukhothai. She was supposed to be getting back here tonight. We got a party on the night. Party night. We got our mate Bolt, another one of our riding group. He sort of said there's a party on, birthday thing, a birthday celebration, something like that. I think he said his birthday. So that's up at the Groove tonight, and all ready and raring to go for that one. But you are healing. It's not going downhill, I hope, Rob. It's one of those sort of things. That's a fairly serious situation you had. I think it's just going to get the body time to repair itself. 1 week in Bangkok, 1 week in Royet, and 1 week in Mudakhan. I know where Royet is. Where is Mudakhan? I have to go and look at a map. Hoping the in-flight movies have changed. So many times I can watch Ocean's 11. Well, what you need one of those little tablets, and take your own movies with you.
I used to do that with my iPad, but
I used to put mine on my other laptop. I must have got around to putting a new hard drive in that and giving it to.
One thing I invested in when I was doing a lot of travel with the military was a set of Bose noise cancelling headphones.
Mm.
Oh, they were awesome.
Yep.
Absolutely awesome.
No, mate, not downhill. Feeling stronger in the body, except the mouth. Yeah, I know that's going to take some time. Yeah, I know it's no comparison. I remember sort of when I had my wisdom teeth out. Just that sense of something missing in your mouth. I don't know if you because I had one impact that did come out when I was fairly young, when I was 15 or 16. Then they took another one out, and then I think sort of 18 or 19, I had two taken out at once, and that I remember that so vividly. You know, the blood everywhere. Ugh. But yeah, you might get Nations 12. Yeah, you never know. No, take your own movies with you. Well, better still, if you've got Wi-Fi and I got your email address, you can watch my Plex, mate. And it's you got Wi-Fi on the plane now. Yeah? You can connect. You can watch my Plex. I got a great
Which airline you with?
Yeah.
I don't know about the speed. I mean, the buffering is.
Well,
yeah.
I suppose if you've got a small enough device, you can watch it on a mobile phone. But you've got some great movies on my Plex. So. I got 3 wisdom tooth out in one hit just before the radiation. Oh yeah, so that's almost a double hit, isn't it? Yeah.
I got my 4 wisdom teeth out at the same time, and that.
Yeah. It's nothing worse going into a couple of wisdom teeth taken out, and they take half your tongue with you. That's all right. It's not trying to be facetious. Terrible.
Well, the worst part, it remains moist, so it takes 3 times longer to heal and everything like that. So.
Yeah, but it is the fastest healing part of the body as well. That's a well-known fact. Because it's the interface between life and death. That's where the food goes in. It has to heal that one first. Yeah. Anyway, moving right along. Really moving right along. So we got some news articles to talk about. Okay. Well, we get Streamlabs there. Don't forget, we've got my website. It's a great way to keep in touch when movies come out and when the videos come out, because I know my email system does work, because it's my email system, not YouTube's. I think Beer Chung helps. You and your Beer Chung. And we were at that thing last night with the Shibari, and the offers of beer, and the other 3 guys, they just took the chung when it was offered. I said, no, wait, hold on a second, you got a Leo? Oh, sorry. Here you go. Had all 4 taken out by the Navy back when they prescribed codeine. Oh yes, well that's a better trip.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so last night I only had one. I had one Leo at the Club Black, and then a couple of vodka and orange down at Triple X. That just set me off. Of course, there was a little bit of smoking stuff going around as well, which just and there was that what was it? The hash brownie. There was a chocolate hash brownie. That was yummy. Yeah, we had a pretty good night. Okay, what have we got going on? Cops probe suspect linked in Chinese tries. Yes, look, this might not be Thailand related, but the writing is on the wall. A little bit of background on what's going on from the way I'm reading the background of cryptocurrency at the moment, because it's really not doing very well. So we've got a currency. It's still falling. But yeah, the cryptocurrency. So there was an SEC case last week that the SEC won, and it's been ongoing for 2 or 3 years around the LBRY coin, which is part of Odyssey, which is another platform my videos are on. And they lost their court case. They were trying to sort of claim that their cryptocurrency is actually a leveraged tool for their video sharing platform, whereas the SEC is complaining, no, it's a security and blah, blah, blah. So now that they've won that case, they're going to go after everybody else. And so all cryptocurrencies are now facing a very, very dark time, and here's some writing on the wall. Cryptocurrency platform FTX, which is one of the biggest ones, files for bankruptcy. The crisis struck cryptocurrency platform FTX has gone bankrupt in the United States, and its chief executive has resigned on Friday. Latest blow in the saga that reverberated across the digital currency landscape. The filing comes after the world's biggest cryptocurrency platform, Binance, agreed to buy its rival earlier this week, but backed out, leading market players to consider possible regulatory responses. The FTX Group announced in a statement on Friday that it filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy proceedings, adding that it has begun an orderly process to review and monetise assets for the benefit of global stakeholders. Yes, this is only one of many that is going to fall over, and yeah. Anyway.
There's one in Australia that folded about a month or so ago. I can't remember the name, but
yeah,
that was a pretty hefty thing because it was the major crypto exchange in Australia.
Mm. Yes, and speculation, currency exchange, speculation bumps up the BART. I didn't actually get a look at what the numbers were this morning. I'm going to quick just take time out, chat amongst yourselves. There we go.
I need to change some money over, but it's so low.
Yeah, conversions.
I do have a buffer, so I'm not in trouble. It's just like, come on, just get above 24. If it's 24 and a half, I feel okay. But
was 24.
Well,
we're 24.08 right now.
So it's gone up. Okay.
I don't know. Let's have a look at the chart. I didn't. Oh yeah, right. There's 23.6.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Yeah, so it's back to where it was. But yeah, the BART surged.
If it goes up 0.5, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I'll change over.
What do we got? What's the US dollar doing? US dollar.
Well,
okay, the US dollar. Yeah.
Yeah, US exchange crashed as well.
Yeah.
Not as much as what the Australian dollar is, but.
So yeah, okay, and so that's what happened is the US has crashed. That's what's happened because that's what's made the Australian dollar go up. Right? Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. The Thai baht surged to the strongest level yesterday, 3 months from Friday, after China eased some of its quarantine rules for travellers, and speculations in the United States Federal Reserve would be less aggressive. Yeah. Okay. So the baht strengthened to 35.7. Highest level since August, yes. But yeah, interesting thing that it didn't affect the Australian dollar. So the Australian dollar improved, which is good. Okay, what else we got? Package tours promises strong PPRP showing next poll. There's some issues around Proud as well. He's only got 2 years left, and he's worried about whether he'll be able to hold office for 4 years and everything else. Can't really talk much about politics, but it's a weird time. Grab enlists to ease Vanapum airport taxiways. That's going to be an interesting situation. There's one I'm looking for. Something about battery. What was it? Where is it here? Something everybody needs to know. Was it here or there? Taxi fares. Where did it go? I've been scouting through them all before I started, and I now can't remember why I saw them. Taxi. Yeah, I read the taxi fares are going up. Where the hell's it gone to? Must have been here. Taxis. Anyway, taxi fares go up next 2 weeks. I'll find it in a minute. What else we got? Flood boost sales and farm. Yeah, court orders to talk. Not much happening there. Thailand can be said. What am I looking for? I'm looking for taxis. Where'd the taxi stuff go to?
Rosie said they're going up to 40 baht.
Yeah. I just wanted to find the article. I had it here before. Where did it disappear? Oh, right on the top. I better scroll up. Yeah, taxi fares in Bangkok to increase in 2 weeks. The Ministry of Transport yesterday approved the motion to increase taxi fares in Bangkok after recent protests in the capital's driver. Yeah, new fares are expected to come into operation in the next 2 weeks. More than 200 taxi drivers gathered in front of the Transport Ministry. Yep. 200, that's only a drop in the ocean. It's like 100,000 taxis in Bangkok, isn't there? Yeah.
There's a few.
Yes, a few.
A few taxis.
Yeah, more than 200 taxi there. Okay, last month Taxi Associations asked the government to increase the standard fares. Drivers asked for a basic fee of 45 baht for 1600 to 1800cc taxis and 50 baht for 200cc taxis and above. Okay, at the moment the fare is 35, and journey between 2 to 5.5 baht per kilometre. Blah blah blah. Yeah. So journey from 2 to 10, so it goes 5.5 to 6.5 baht. 11 to 27 baht. 21 to 40 kilometres. This is us. We're 8 baht per kilometre. Yeah. Not a big change. Like you really can't complain about the price we pay. What, coming home from Bangla last night to your place, 200 baht. Can't really complain.
Yeah, 225 baht or something.
Yeah,
So,
it's nothing.
nah.
Yeah, so that's the big news of this week, because that's going to affect everybody coming in. There was an interest. I read this article. Won't go into it. Primary school teacher, because it cuts close to home. But he wasn't a Farang. I think he was a Thai. So about Bangkok whiskey bars. Bangkok was.
Oh yeah, serious. There's our a Cuban place, a Cuban cigar place that we go to. That's
It's got some nice single malts up in the special room. Yes, like almost every Asian capital, Bangkok is no stranger for whiskey bars. Yes. So I'm hello, Alexel. Just my luck, you still took a hit just as I'm coming over. Yeah, Ralph. Sorry about that. They must have known you were coming. They wanted more of your hard-earned cash. I heard Bangkok and Chiang Mai only for the tax increases. Yes, I don't think it's just, yeah, it's really a grab at the foreigners again. Yeah. No taxes and charm. I'm sure there are taxis around, but not very many. My missus has increased the cost of taking me to the airport. Has she? Really? 10,000%? God. That's what I call a hike. Yeah, that's right. She knows you can afford it there. He's made of money, that guy. He's an oil rig worker. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so the whiskars. Okay.
Cigars? Does that mean they've got cigars?
Okay, Sukhumvit Soy 16. Where did
Trying to pond.
So
That looks like a nice spot.
It does look like a nice plot. I'll have to go and check that one out. There might be a Bangkok Insider for that one.
I'm writing down whiskars. So we don't forget
it. Children Asia Club, 33-1 Sukhumvit 28. Klogtoy, yes. Kohiba. Soiro, I don't even know where that is. Rumramdi, I'm not going to try. Walden, Sukhumvit 31, Bamboo and Bat, the Mandarin Oat. Yeah, okay, that's a nice looking one too.
Our little place gets a mention.
Oh, I'm getting down there, there with Dit Bar. 22 steps. No, we don't get a mention. Yeah, well, we might go and check out a few of these. Make a little Bangkok Insider video about that one. Anyway, back to the news. Was good. Because Googling for cigar shops found a place called the Whiskey. Oh, okay, Ralph just found that. That's the one we just found then, yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, this is another way. Kush House, Bangkok's most unique cannabis dispensary. Like some of these places, you have to see them to believe them. The money that they've poured into some of these places, it's actually just quite incredible. And we've got a bit of an insider talk to Michael. He runs the museum there, and we got his input in the video, which was coming out later this weekend. His thoughts on the whole situation. So stick around for that one. Well, not stick around for that one, just make sure you subscribe and all that sort of stuff and blah, blah, blah. Robert Gray. Yes, Jack's Bar used to sell cigars as well, but apparently they weren't that good, but Jack's Bar is an awesome place. It's a nice place to sit down and just, veg out for the afternoon and have a few beers. It's not a whiskey bar. It's just one of those sort of, the decor is a bit dilapidated and everything else. It's a place where you drink beer and watch the boats go by. Have you been to Jack's Bar yet, Todd?
No.
Okay, we're going to put that on the list. Maybe
Is I'm trying to make sure my bar intake is sort of spread out, so I don't feel the ramifications afterwards.
Yeah. But you can go to a whiskey bar, you can go to these bars, you can drink water, it's right, no blah.
It doesn't taste the same, seriously. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm used to having a really nice cigar with some port. It's got to be like really, really nice port.
Yeah,
I don't think that's the go here in Thailand.
I haven't had a port. God, when was the last time?
You used to dip the end into the port, and you get that smoky
yeah.
flavour. It's awesome.
Because it's been good bro, since I've been here for 6 years, at
The
least.
last time I did that was at a Navy mess, officers' mess. They had a barrel of port that had been topped up for about 60 years. Never let go dry, so the wood remained moist and everything like that. They just topped up the port, and that was awesome. Had a good night there with some Navy mates, so it was great.
Good. Is it Robert? Take Todd along. Yeah. I know you're planning to come up, because I know it's a place you like to go to, Robert, if you're planning to come to Bangkok at any time. We're still planning to get down to see you, don't worry, but...
Yes. I'm in the middle of sort of prepping for my first extension, so that's taken priority on anything.
Yeah, yep. You got to do the dance next week, isn't it? You got to...
Well, I've got a few things to do. Like, because I changed the passport, I have to go to a bank to update the details. So when they print the statement, it's got my right passport number on there. I've got to go to the DLT as an offside to update my licenses to put my new passport number on.
But that won't affect. That one doesn't affect you.
No, it's just an offside.
Offside, yeah.
And I've got to get my insurance updated. I spoke to my insurance broker this week. Cheerio, Robert. Not Robert Groves, but another Robert. He's got that organised, so I'm just waiting for that policy to come through. So I was thinking of doing a ride and test, just ride out there and make sure what I have is in line with what they need, and that'll give me a week to fix things up if I'm not quite there.
The only thing I think you've got a complication is the fact that your medical certificate or medical insurance is 5 days before your renewal date.
Yeah, I've spoken to Robert about that, and you can start, and it's not actually an update of my policy; it's a new policy, so I can start that
on the day.
On the day.
Okay,
and
right.
The company's fine with that, so
it
just means there's a 4-day lap over, so I can't get sick in that 4 days.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, okay, so that makes sort of sense. So they're going to adjust the policy for your renewal date as opposed to bringing your renewal date forward.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what happened with another one of our friends. They actually had to change their visa renewal date because he had a screw up with his. I think it was to do with bank statements or something. Yeah.
This is my first one, so technically I only need 3 months leading up to this renew date because it's the first one. But I've got almost 12 months of printouts. Well, 12 months of activity on the bank statement. The only thing I've got going through my head is when I do go in there and give my new details for my passport, do I keep the same bank account, or will they start up a new account and transfer things over, which will really screw the pooch? But I've got to explain to them, no, I've got to keep the same account for the visa renewal and just update my passport details. So. Yeah,
when I did mine, it was just basically, it's a computer they just adjust the computer. There was no change on bank accounts.
Yep.
For me, it was Capricorn, so.
Yeah, well, it's the same for me. I'm with Capricorn, so.
Yeah. Did my yearly extension on Wednesday, no problems, in and out in 30 minutes. Yes, it is quite easy. Yeah. The only thing that took my time was, of course, they're not. Well, Nakhon Pantom office wasn't really up to speed on all the different policies, because that's what's happened. Pretty much all policies, as long as they have the right coverage in the policy, which is that 3 million outpatient and was it 300,000 in, is it inpatient, 300,000 and 3 million outpatient, then any policy will work, as long as it, they're giving you a visa for 12 months, which means that the health policy has to cover that full 12-month period. Not like in Australia where we'd probably be paying month by month. You can't do that because you can cancel any time. You can actually pay for the full year. Blah blah blah. But yeah. So that was the only thing to it. They had to go and they make some phone calls, because they're smaller offices. They don't know every policy, and they're going to go and read all the fine print and blah blah blah. Anyway, they will just add your new passport. Exactly. Very easy process.
Shout out to Jordan. Thanks for the super.
Yeah, thanks for that, Jordan. Don't forget there is a PayPal, buy me a coffee, blah 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 thing down below, and the links there, and the whole thing. It's a link on the thing. Streamlabs is doing his job finally. Yes.
No, not stress. It's not stress, Robert. It's just sort of when you've got so many moving parts, and it's your first renewal and everything like that. I've sort of had a couple of sleepless nights lately, making sure I'm ticking all the boxes. It's just the way my mind works, and Wazza's always stirring me up about the OCD and everything like that. I don't relax. My brain doesn't stop until I know I've got those tick boxes done. So
exactly, it's one of those things. Like even 6 years in, I still worry about are they going to do something weird? Are they going to do they no longer want us here? There's always got that. This is Thailand. You have got zero control of anything. If they say I'm not renewing it, then you're out. That's it. You're gone. And that does come down to the day. It's just so very rare that it happens, but there is still that chance that you're completely out of your control, and you don't know what's going on inside the think tank of immigration. It is, come on, just stamp my book.
Well, if the guys were anything to go by, when I had to change everything over for my passport, and when I've been doing some research for the extension, I found so many bits that said, to change your stamps over in your passport, you've got to do this form, you've got to have a copy of this, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. The great officer there, she just looked at me, knows who I am, because they had a good chuckle about me washing my own passport. It was no problems. I only had to do one bit of paperwork, which was to confirm my new passport copy or whatever, and that was it. She just sat there for 5 minutes, put the new stamps in, and chatting away pie with me, and I'm trying to be polite and everything. Did I hear that correct? Is my answer going to be all right? That's more stressful than actually getting the update done, is making sure I respond correctly. But
exactly.
But the thing is, it used to be 10 minutes from my place, and now it's another 20 odd k's away. So I might have to use my good mate Kun Mike to take me there, just so I can keep him happy.
Yeah, here's another one that's on the news. Expats welcome online visa extensions. This is something that's coming in. Immigration Bureau unveils online visa extensions. The e-extension service on yesterday billed as making the process less messy for expats and tourists who need more time in the country. Okay, so the move is expected to reduce the corruption in the system, covering the entire process, including payment of fees. It will reduce the time of processing the applications from 1 hour to 3 minutes. According to the Bureau, over 200,000 expats try to extend their visas each year for the reasons including holidays, teaching jobs, blah, 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 blah. A growing number of them are drawn concern about the time-consuming and inefficient nature of the process. They're only just getting that memo now, are they? It's been like that since I've been coming here. It just takes a bit of time. Service will be piloted first for expats living or working in Bangkok who can file their applications online at the official website. However, eventually they must show up in person at the IB office in Changwatana Road, just like the old system. So you do all the paperwork online, and you have to sort of still show up and be present for the final tick off. It's like I suppose last time I was in Changwatana, they had a little kiosk there, who somebody would preview all the paperwork, right?
Yeah.
So you hand all the paperwork to her. She went through all the paperwork, make sure it was all there, so you didn't have to hang around for the 2 hours. They say 1 hour for the 2 hours in Changwatana, because it took 2 hours. Because depending on when you got there, like no matter what you did, unless of course you were there at 7 o'clock in the morning and the first of the queue, if you get there at 10 o'clock. You invariably still have to take in the lunch break, which adds an hour to your time anyway. So, because it's the way it is. And don't try to get there around the afternoon. But this will make a big difference as far as I can see. As long as you get the desired results, and yeah, exactly. Every immigration will handle things like they do. And the girls at the immigration office where we are, they're still the same people. So it's all good. But yeah, so just keep that. That's going to be a brighter light on the horizon for the expats. That's all we can say. Unfolding Bangkok. Loikatrong, yes, we've just finished Loikatrong. There was a proliferation of Loikatrong videos, including mine. This is Thailand. But it's good to see Loikatrong. It's back into its vibrant nature again, after two really abysmal seasons of really, very much localised little candles, no big events. Next year we might even have the big fairs and the big Ferris wheels and I remember one of the Loikatrongs we had the vehicles and motorcycles going around that big barrel thing. That was quite exciting. I quite enjoyed that. Anyway, what else we got? Plus size competition in Thailand. Miss Krong Trong 22. Yes, the waistlines are getting bigger in Thailand. Mind you, we always say this, the overweight Thai girls we do see on the street are still 10 times prettier than the things the bush pigs we saw in Australia. Oh my God, it's chalk and cheese. Oh my God. Like she's a plus size. But yeah, let's see. Okay, moving right along. What's our time? 33 minutes.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Don't forget, throw questions at us.
Yeah.
We're happy to
Questions.
answer questions.
Yeah. Yoga's talking to the Streamlab. I've already given you a thumbs up. Can't give you two, sorry. Bangkok Post. Guys, Trump and crypto. Yeah, the FTX is the biggest thing that I caught this week. Court urged to halt true DTAC merger. There you go, that's another one. We won't worry about that. What's happening in Pattaya? $1 million baht stolen from Pattaya gold shop robbery. Sexual abuse. Nothing much happening down there. Yeah. Biggest thing in Thailand this week was Loikatrong and the blood moon. Yes. Too much Western food. Oh, I should add the Western food, shouldn't I? No, that's the short. That's the short coming out. So leave it for the short. Anyway, okay. So what I want to do is I want to move into talking about this thing last night. There is a big cultural event in Bangkok right now as we speak. And nobody knows about it. Absolutely nobody. It took me 15 minutes to actually find the actual information. It's called Galleries Night 2022. This is the fourth one they've done, from what I understand. Not much happening in Chang'a. Needs some rain here. We haven't had any rain up here either for quite some time, so it's good. Still got plenty of water on the river though. Yeah, so this Galleries Night, this is a cultural art exhibit across, I don't have an exact number, the number's like 50 to 60 venues around Bangkok, doing all little exclusive art expos. I've got the PDF there, we'll go and sort of elaborate on this one here. Feature exhibits, Ceylon South on residence, Ari Pratumwan Sukhumvit. Of course, the one we went to was this one here. Now Pat Pong, Candlelight Studio, Pat Pong Museum. This will be in the video. So basically Pat Pong did participate. The group of bars there that we're associated with through Paul and the gang. And we were invited to go along and make a video last night, so we got there nice and early so we could keep it music as much as we could, music free and scantily clad women free. Trying to sort of talk about the art as opposed to the girls, and I think hopefully the ad will come out or you never know with this sort of stuff. YouTube wouldn't likely demonetize it because it'll have the word Pat Pong in it. It's the way it goes. We're just so used to it now. Was it? Jorgen just had snow. Okay, we've been have been buzzed by low-flying Air Force jet every day down here, guessing F-16s. Really? Wonder what that's all about. Oh, maybe just part of because the French embassy, there's a big French embassy thing that sort of backs this thing here. It's all in honour of the French ambassador who's in the country at the moment as well. But yeah, so that was this is about the only place I found legitimate information. As I said, nothing here in any of the news articles about it, and to me, I would have thought that would be a big news article. Nobody's talking about it. But this is the flyer that's going around at certain locations. So, it's a fairly big event, and they've got free tuk-tuks taking you to different locations and everything else. From what we can see, it's a big event, but it's just not news. So our little event was in this sort of area here, which we'll cover in the video. So we get. Where did we start? So last night we started at Pat Pong Museum, so there was discount tours, discount drinks. Then we went up to, because we were downstairs, Pat Pong Sticks, that's their little medical dispensary. There was nothing actually on. What were they doing? There was some art on the wall, but really not a big thing in the Black Pagoda. There was the Candlelight Studio, which is where the Shibari was. The Triple X did BKK7. I got to speak with him. He has a YouTube channel, and he goes anonymously in his art.
It was nice art too.
Yeah.
I really appreciated what he was trying to do. So.
I haven't pixelated it yet, so I can't really show you here. But when I do the video layup, I'll pixelate the naughty bits.
Yeah, but it's not a vulgarish thing. It's very creative and very, very tastefully done, and some of his I suppose he does the painting or the layering. It's awesome what he's doing. So if you get the chance to see any of his stuff, go to it. It's really nice.
Yep, and then we had Bar. There was a little bit of art up in there, but we did a walk up and down. There was no girls strung up anywhere at the time when we walked up there, so get a bit of a sneak peek at what's inside the bar. So it'll be on that video too, so stick around for that. That was the full itinerary, so the museum was open till 10 o'clock, we did a bit of a walk around. Of course, after the walk around, we were having an early night because we've got a big one tonight as well. Right, this is another place. It's 2 streets up from Pat Pong.
Nippon. It's Japanese soil.
Yeah, so we are in Bangkok. This is 2 streets up from Pat Pong. And the colour in the street is incredible. This is a Japanese sort of exclusive area, from what I understand. And nobody ever talks about it.
Nobody ever talks about it. Again, because we're not Japanese, I don't know. But comparing this to Pat Pong, which is the red light district, to this place here, honestly, it was like, seriously, where have all the girls gone? They've gone to this street.
Yeah.
And that was...
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. We're walking down and like, they call out to you, but it was interesting to hear the girls using Japanese.
Yeah, that's right. Because
One girl was going, ichi ni something, and it's like, okay,
Just
because I'm trying to forget Japanese so I can learn my Thai.
exactly, yeah.
And it was just like, oh no, which personality I'll bring out when I'm walking down this street. But it reminded me of walking through Hiroshima, basically, when I was in Hiroshima for a little while. So yeah, I felt at home there. But if you were, say, a Westerner foreigner walking that street, it's almost like the tale of two cities. You've got Thai people there, you've got Japanese people there, and very, very little English, as I heard last night. It's either Thai or it's Japanese. So you feel out of place in Thailand because it doesn't feel like Thailand.
Exactly.
It was awesome. I'm gonna go down there again, just check a few things out. So because I did see a couple of really nice Japanese restaurants, and like we were talking last night, you'd enjoy the food, but you're not into the sushi or the sashimi, which is the raw meat eating. But that's just one section of Japanese cuisine. So they make awesome ramen. If you've never had a Japanese ramen, it's awesome. Yeah. So we might do that as a dinner and walk around. So.
Yeah, we might do something like that. Yeah, why not? Yeah, and of course we've had Dave. Gotta love Thailand. He's joined the stream. But hey, Dave, how you doing? And Robert Max in the house as well. Good morning. I guess it's good morning. Whereabouts are you, Rob? You over in Vietnam at the moment? I said he was coming over here soon. I can't remember. Got to get that calendar. I got to get a shared calendar up so we can put things on the calendar so we know when things are happening. Rather than share my calendar with you, got other stuff on it. Yes, Jorgen's given Streamlabs. Got to change his name to something else. But yeah, okay. Moving right along. So that was interesting. But yeah, the things you find in Bangkok. It was an absolute trip last night. Some good guns, bit of a couple of alcohol, a couple of smokes, bit of edibles. It was a buzzy night last night. I really enjoyed myself, and I'm quite lively this morning. I feel really up this morning. Not like most nights when we come home after a Friday night. Oh God!
There's a lot of difference between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. We actually left Bangkok at 9 o'clock. We were home by 10. We were good boys last night. Oh my God! Seriously. Robert Mack, I'm heading back to Vietnam in 10 or 11 days, then come to Thailand in mid-December. Good, that's right. I think you're going to be here for the car show, I think you said. So we've got that coming up in December usually. So hopefully you'll be here for then. We'll let you know what's going on that. But yeah, so not much else in the way of news tonight. Not much to talk about. But yeah, let's just talk about ourselves. I don't think there's anything else that really caught my eye. Apart from the Lamborghini being trashed. Ooh. Only Thailand. Give way to oncoming drug dealers. What the? Too bad to be true. 2 baht meth pills. What's the word coming to? Years ago, on the street for 2 baht each, according to the police. Yeah. Not my cup of tea, that's for certain.
No.
Yeah, and there is a big push for the war on drugs again. But anyway, enough of the good news and the bad news. Let's get rid of all this sort of stuff. Anything else we can sort of see there? Progress on liquor bill on the verge of being ransacked by coup leaders to benefit incumbent big players. I think we covered that. Did we cover that one last year? I don't know. Yeah, there's something. This is something they're trying to relax these rules for the small time breweries because it's being owned by the big money players. The 3Ps are looking to throw away the progressive liquor bill to protect the oligarchs' interests. A lawmaker told the Thai Inquirer. The 3Ps is the nickname given to the 3 generals who masterminded the coup. This will be their last chance to show that they have the power to drop the bill. Move Forward Party, One of the key opponents of the bill told Tiger by phone when asked why the government is looking to throw away the bill on its second reading. There could be many reasons why they want to throw it away where it can be part of their political game, but I believe it is more about protecting the interests of the large conglomerates or oligarchs. The historic bill passed its first reading in June. If it passed its second and third readings, which is slated for November the 2nd, it will allow Thais to participate in home brewing for small to medium breweries and enter the local alcohol market. As for now, home brewing without a license is against the law. I got to get a message to Chanya. She's got to bring some of that stuff down from Sukhothai. Laucal, yeah. I've got to try. He's just, dude, Todd. This is something you're just going to like. Won't say more than that. We have to make a video of it. Todd's first Laucal. Oh my God! Is it a short? Is it a full length 15-minute video? Oh God!
Well, if it's anything like me drinking Samsung, I'll be fine, mate.
This is something completely different. I'll make sure I get it off to her. What did it do? The high cost, low prices. Dalala, mate, going along with you. Just having some crumpets and Vegemite. Very, very good. Why small brews? I want big beer. Okay, department. Jokes. Jogging. Okay, so, as for now, home brewing with a license in Violent is up to 6 months in jail, 100,000 baht or both, under the Excise Tax Act. Minister of the Alcohol Protection to stipulate that only registered companies are allowed to apply for an alcohol production license, with some exceptions. For registered companies to apply, they must have registered capital of 10 million baht, and they must have production capacity between 100,000 and 1 million litres. These rules have effectively blocked out small players to enter the market, which has been under control of the two wealthy tycoon families for decades. After passing its first reading, the bill was delayed during a scrutinising process by a 25-member committee that was set up to scrutinise the bill, where government agencies and coalition MPs have been trying to stop the bill from going through to a second reading. However, the bill passed the scrutinising process with minor adjustments and looked to be set to enter Parliament for its second and third readings. This was the case until Prayut told leaders of the coalition parties in a 15-minute secret meeting that Prayut and Anupong also joined this week that allowing the bill to become law would be a bad idea, according to news reports and claims made by one of the points that were made by Prayut, according to the news reports, was that allowing the bill to go through would encourage more people to illegally brew their own alcohol drinks, which would lead to excessive drinking in the country. Yeah, okay. You haven't seen our family up in Sukhothai. Oh God. If they really believe that it's true, then they must stop selling alcoholic drinks, including the ones being sold by large companies. Exactly. Despite the 3P's attempt to lobby coalition MPs away from the bill, Trump said they still believes that the bill will pass its second and third readings if opposition MPs continue to vote for it. The bill passed its first reading, 137. No, I think there was a hung vote when this went, because it's an old article now, but I believe it didn't pass its second reading, but it's still up in the air. Things change. Things change in Thailand too quickly. What else is there? Nothing else. Nothing else. Yeah, this the immigration situation. They get more photos of packed immigration halls at Swanepoel. As I said last week, I spoke to John Suckelman, who came through and he, didn't have to wait at all. Such is life. It depends on which flight and if they're all coming in at once,
I mean, when I came in, it was packed. Like the plane I came in on was packed. There were 2 other planes that landed at the same time. So immigration was packed, but they process you through as quick as you can. like you've talked about previously, was it, if they don't fill out their immigration card correctly, I'm not talking the TM47, I think it is,
TM6, isn't it?
TM6, yeah. But you still have to fill out an immigration card to come in and everything like that. And this is also during the time of when you had to have your Thai pass and everything like that. But the people that were stopping the lines were the ones that didn't fill out the immigration card on the airplane. Didn't have everything out ready to go in a plastic sleeve, which is what I had. Help yourself, go through it, everything's there.
Yeah.
5 minutes I was through. It's just the people that don't think ahead, don't use common sense. It's just, I don't know.
And Dallo's in the house. G'day, Dallo. I really miss the 400 baht 90-minute massage. Well, yeah, I think we all do. Well, we don't miss them. I can go and get them any time. I just a bit slack to go and get one. TM6 are not required at the moment, but
I know they changed that. Yeah,
but keep your boarding pass here.
You're still got to do an immigration certificate to come in. It's not the TM6, but it's something else. I can't remember what it's called. But if you don't fill it out, they're not going to let you through.
Yeah.
They don't have pens. Like when I was there, it was just a standing booth. There was no table where you could put anything on to write. So they sent you to the back to start again. They weren't going to muck around.
Yeah. But it happens, you know. There's not enough information floating around in the planes. I think they just want a pleasant plane flight without people getting upset. You know, people get irate because they have to fill out a form or something. Because you've got to fill one out when you leave Australia.
Yeah.
And when you
it takes you 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Instead of scoffing down that red wine or champagne or the second beer you're going to have on the duty free on the plane, take 5 minutes to fill everything out, put it in your bloody sleeve, then you can relax for 16 hours for the trip. I don't know. Is it just me?
Mark, Thailand, good advice. Happened to me last time. I had to go to the local police and report where I was living.
Got to do that every time.
Report to the police? I never heard of
Yeah,
report.
well, if you don't have an immigration centre locally, you're...
Oh, right, yeah, sure, yeah.
That's the TM30 of, yeah.
Oh, there's something that Chanya have to do, yeah. Wrong form, but nothing to fill out at present, yeah. Anyway. So we had a pretty good night last night. We got another big night tonight. It's probably not a video night tonight because it's, you know, Bolt's birthday.
Messages.
Messages. Oh no, that's she started the car up. I wonder if she's maybe she's on her way.
Be back in time.
It's a 7-hour drive.
Yeah.
Oh, knowing how many stops are going to, because like normally I minimise the stops. You know, I used to, you know, when I'm driving, you know, we do Aussie stops. We don't do Thai stops. I think she stopped 4 times on the way up there last night. Going up there, you know what it's like. It's Thai people. You know, they stop for food, stop for toilet break, stop for more food, stop for toilet break. Oh my God, seriously, can we all put it in one place? Immigration fined you 800 baht, did they?
I think it's 4 days not reporting.
Let's get a TM6 tattoo on your arm. Yeah, why not?
I'll have to, because my TM6 looks ratty. It went through the washing machine, but they still stapled it into the new passport. So
good.
It's all official. It's all official.
But there is nothing to fill out at present. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, another Saturday morning, catching up with the crowd. Good to have everybody along. Don't forget to hit that like button and all that sort of stuff. What else we got? Come and join us in our Discord channel, and you know, chat with us later. We can show you some of the artwork, which I can't show on YouTube, of course, because you know, I've got to pixelate certain parts of it. You know what YouTube is like. They are seriously getting worse. It's ridiculous. Anyway, before you all go, what else we got happening? Anything else to talk about?
I'll keep everyone abreast of what's happening with my first renewal. I should have a better idea by next Saturday. But, I've got a few trips to do this week.
What else have we got to do? I don't know, we just might wrap it up here, 5 minutes early. Got not much to say. Very good, yeah, very good, yeah. What else can I say?
Any fine questions? Anyone want to know anything?
Any questions got to ask specifically?
I can't wait until number 3 comes out.
Oh, okay.
It's coming out soon. Deadpool.
Yeah. That's right. Wakanda Forever's coming out as well. It should be out in 6 weeks on streaming. So, best thing we did last trip was getting a Bangkok bank account. Can now pay our electricity bills from here. Yeah, well, that helps. Doesn't help with your immigration because I believe there's still you have difficulty to get the 12-month statement unless, of course, you pay somebody up front. I don't know how that works. Harley Parade. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was down your way. I believe. Yeah, well, we thought about it. Well, I thought about it at least. Yeah. At last week, be local. At least next week, I will be local and listening entirely. Oh, okay, fair enough.
Actually, yeah, Ralph gets tapped on the shoulder to do work while he's watching us. So.
Are you going to be here for Friday night, Ralph? Are you going to be able to get to Susie's next Friday for our little meet-up? That'd be a good question.
He did say he was coming earlier. I can't remember.
When he gets a housemate to clean his house.
Yeah, Dallo, I'm a single guy and it's a bachelor pad. It seriously is a bachelor pad, and the reason it's a bachelor pad is I wanted to feel at home here, and I do feel at home. But yeah, I might do some of that today. I might sort of try and clean up because
he's got one room dedicated to boxes. We've told you about that before. Yeah.
Well, I was told when I went to get all my stuff that if you have a problem with any of the electronics or anything like that, yes, you got warranty for it, but the service centre won't accept it if it's not in the original box.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Strange rules. Yeah. Strange rules. What you got to deal with here. Anyways, but as from next month, you better start throwing out some of those boxes.
Well, yeah, I could do that once I get my renewal. Let's just get your shots before you step foot. No, it's not that bad, Niall.
No, mate. Basically, just the dining table's just got paperwork all over it. You know.
Yeah.
Because you got your house, you got all your real estate stuff in Australia and other bits and pieces. And
well, I was researching getting a car and everything like that, so I've got all my car brochures all set, ready to go and everything like that. And if I put it away, then out of sight, out of mind, and I don't want it to be out of mind. I just want what things in front of me.
Well, yeah, it's just one of those big white sheets to put over the kitchen table, just cover it all up, and
it's not that bad. I'm house proud. And I want everything to be nice and tidy when you actually do the video. Like, it's not like I'm a hoarder or anything. It's just, if it's me, only I get to see it. So, but yeah.
If you archive one thing each day, at least you make your bed.
Yeah, I do make my bed. That's one military thing I do every day.
Yeah.
If you don't do anything else during the day, if you make your bed, at least you've accomplished something.
Yeah. Anyway. Simple stuff, yeah. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. Closing screen, there it is, ready to go. We'll see you next week. Stick around for the videos. They're coming out next couple of days, whenever I get. Yeah, I'm going to go do some gaming now.
Yeah,
peace out.
Join us on Discord.
Yeah, come and say hello. You know, we're not going to bite, and we'll talk to you off air. Play us out. Here we go.